everyone to my channel that is Fast and Easy Maths, which is dedicated to give you tips and tricks related to mathematics. So if you're new to my channel, then please hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell button besides it so that you get notified whenever I push up a new video. So today we are going to talk about use of matrices. Many of my students have asked me, why do we have to study matrices? And another problem we have with matrices is that it is one of the highest weightage carrying chapter in the standard of 12th. Okay, so that also leaves a lot of pressure on students in order to understand matrices. Okay, so today we are going to understand why do we need to understand this particular topic of matrices. Now let's talk about, I'm assuming that all of you all must have seen football match at least once in your life. Okay, please don't mind my drawing. So this is a football pitch and we have, let's say, four players. This is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. Okay, now these four people are playing the match on this ground. Okay, and the ball is with A and he passes the ball to B and B passes it to C. C passes it back to B and then B passes it to D and D then passes it to A. Okay, so now this is the thing which we saw, and by looking at the picture also you will be able to know exactly how the ball is moving. Okay, but how will you explain this entire detail to a computer? Okay, if you want to explain whatever I just explained over here, that to a computer, then you will have to use matrices or a matrix. So here let's talk about A, B, C and D, and we have A, B, C and D. As we know that no player can pass the ball to itself, so we are going to make these zeros because A cannot pass the ball to itself, neither can B, neither can C and neither can D. But we saw that A is passing the ball to someone, and that is what only B. So the rest of the people will get a zero in front of themselves. Why? Because A is passing the ball only to B. Now let's check for B. B is passing the ball to C. So I'm going to put a 1 in the intersection of B and C. Now we also see that B is passing the ball to D. So here also we get a 1. Now let's check for A. We see that B is not passing any ball to A. So here we'll get a 0. Similarly, let's check for C. C is passing the ball to B, but it doesn't pass the ball to A nor D. So here also we'll get a 0. Now let's check for D. So we see that D is passing the ball to A, but it's not passing the ball to B, neither to C. So here also we get a 0. So in this way, the information is fed to the computer to make it understand exactly what happened on the football field. Students, if you like the way I'm explaining, then please hit the like button because that gives me tremendous amount of encouragement to me keep making these kind of videos. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel because that is absolutely free. Another thing, students, I would like to tell you all that please share these kind of videos with whomever you think this might be very helpful. Okay, also, like by now you must have noticed there is a pattern in which I keep posting my videos. On Mondays I post a video which has a problem, and that problem has been found a solution, and that entire solution has been made a video. Okay, so that video will be posted on Monday, and on Thursdays I generally push up these kind of videos where we talk about various concepts and why we have to actually understand mathematics and all of other things. Okay, so do go ahead and check those videos as well. Okay, now this is this was one of the use of matrices. Okay, now the next use is nothing but matrices help in representing computer generated images. Okay, so they represent black and white images as well as a colored images. Okay, okay, so here for a black and white we have a 50 by 50 matrix where 0 denotes black color and 1 denotes white color. Okay, and for colored images we have around 3 matrices. Okay, one for representing the red color, another for representing the blue, and another for representing the green. Okay, so these 3 matrices help to actually form the colored image in a computer. Okay, another place where matrices are very well used is the concept of encryption. Now, since everything is available on net, in fact, we ourselves are also available most of the time on the net. It is very important to safeguard our personal details. Okay, and also if you want to transfer some very important data to some other person, then the concept of encryption is very helpful. And encryption is actually, or rather I can say, the one of the oldest method of encryption is nothing but a matrix. Okay, so when you use encryption you might be using matrix very often. Okay, now this all is fine, but there is another very important use of matrix, and that is how to find variables in linear algebra. Linear algebra meaning the degree is always 1. Okay, so now I'm sure you must be thinking that finding variables we have 2 or 3 methods. One of them is simultaneous. Okay, but students, there is a limitation to simultaneous equation, and that is that you won't be able to find the values of 3 variables if you're using simultaneous equations. Okay, so let's take for example, I'm going to use 5 variables: a plus b plus 3c plus 4d is equals to 100, 10a plus 5b plus 6c plus 7d is equals to 250, minus 9a minus 5b plus 6c plus 10d is equals to 300. And since we are using 5 variables, we'll have 5 equations. So there's another equation which is 7a plus 2b plus 3c plus 4d is equals to 105, 6a minus 2b minus 5c minus 4d is equals to 150. So these are all these are just an example. Okay, so don't go ahead and don't go ahead and solve them, because I'm not sure whether you will get proper answers for these, but I'm just taking them for example. Okay, so all these are basically equations, linear equations in algebra, and if you had to find the value of a, b, c and d, oh, we are just using 4, so we just needed 4 equations. I'm just going to strike out this last one. So we had just these 4 equations. Then from this, how will you be able to find the value of a, b, c and d? You won't be able to find, right? So if that is the case, then what do you need? You can take the help of a matrix, and in that also you can use upper or lower triangular matrix to find these values. Okay, because this is one of the easiest method in which you can find all these variables. Okay, so I'm sure after this you won't be having any issue or any doubts that why do we understand matrices. Okay, because all these details are quite important for you in your day-to-day life as well, or in not in day-to-day but yeah, in your life as well. Okay, so students, if you like the way I'm explaining, then don't forget to hit the like button and also share these videos with whomever you think this might be very useful. Okay, so that's it. I will see you in the next video. See ya.